The Transportation Infrastructure Committee of the Metropolitan Council. I am your host, Zach Young, and I see council members Bradford, Evans, Hurt, Nash, and Swope present that are on the committee. And this agenda is very long. However, it is mostly things that I do believe we can take care of via a consent agenda. So with that said, I will read the items I'd like to have on consent. And if you object and want to pull something, hoot, holler, raise your hand. Let me know. RS 2022-1508, 1510, 1511, 1512, 1513, BL 1214, 1218, 1219, 1220, 1221, 1222, 1223, 1224, 1225, 1226, 1227, 1228, and 1229. Anything to be pulled before I start reading captions? All right, here we go. RS 2022-1508, Parker, Allen, Withers, and Young approves an amendment to an agreement between the Tennessee Department of Transportation, the Department of Transportation and Multimodal Infrastructure for the acceptance of work in connection with the construction of a sidewalk on State Route 11 from Douglas Avenue to Trinity Lane. RS 2022-1510 authorizes CT Nashville LLC to construct and install an aerial encroachment at 308 Broadway. RS 2022-1511 authorizes A1 Signs Incorporated to construct and install an aerial encroachment at 127 3rd Avenue South. RS 2022-1512 authorizes KC Whiskey River LLC to construct and install an aerial encroachment at 111 Broadway. RS 2022-1513 by Allen and Young approves two amendments to two agreements between the Metropolitan Government and the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation concerning maintenance of closed solid waste disposal facilities. BL 2022-1214, Allen, Young, and Syracuse amends the Metropolitan Code to authorize the Metro Department of Water and Sewerage Services to enter into participation in maintenance agreements with developers for infrastructure projects via resolution. BL 2022-1218, O'Connell, Allen, and others authorizes the Metro Department of Water and Sewerage Services to enter into an agreement with 804 14th Avenue North LLC to provide improved public sanitary sewer service through the construction of an improved stormwater system. BL 2022-1219, Withers, Young, and Hager authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new sanitary sewer and water mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements for two properties located at Chandler Road Unnumbered, also known as Chandler Reserve Phase 1. BL 2022-1220, Withers, Young, and Hager authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for two properties located at Chandler Road Unnumbered, also known as Chandler Reserve Phase 2. BL 2022-1221. Withers, Young, and Hager authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new sanitary sewer and water mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements for two properties located at Chandler Road Unnumbered, also known as Chandler Reserve Phase 3. BL 2022-1222, Withers, Young, and Hager authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing sanitary sewer main and easements and to accept new water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for two properties located at Chandler Road Unnumbered, also known as Chandler Reserve Phase 4. BL 2022-1223. Withers, Young, and Hager authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for two properties located at Chandler Road Unnumbered, also known as Chandler Reserve Phase 5. Lord. BL 2022-1224, Withers, Young, and Hager authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for two properties located at Chandler Road Unnumbered, also known as the final Chandler Reserve Phase 6. BL 2022-1225, Sepulveda, Withers, and Young authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept the relocation and replacement of a fire hydrant assembly and permanent easement for properties located at 4323 Ode Goins Road and 4337 Goins Road. BL 2022-1226, Taylor Withers and Young authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept new sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 2109 Buchanan Street. BL 2022-1227, O'Connell, Withers and Young authorizes the Metropolitan Government to relocate a public fire hydrant assembly for property located at 800 Monroe Street. BL 2022-1228, Sledge, Withers and Young authorizes the Metropolitan Government to accept permanent easement for the Vaux Lane Stormwater Improvement Project for properties located at 2601 Vaux Lane and 799 and 799B Montrose Avenue. And BL 2022-1229, Swope, Withers and Young authorizes the Metropolitan Government to abandon existing stormwater easement rights for property located at 681 Old Hickory Boulevard. Those are the items on the consent agenda. Is there a motion on the consent agenda? All of those in favor indicate by saying aye. Those opposed? Any abstentions? I believe we're at 7 present. All right, the consent agenda is recommended, 7 in favor, 0 against. That now brings us to a late resolution, Allen, Young, and Evans. It approves a contract between the Metropolitan Government and Waste Management Incorporated of Tennessee for the provision of solid waste collection and collection of carts. Is there a motion? So moved. And second? Is there any discussion? All of those in favor? Those opposed? And any abstentions? That is recommended for approval. 7 in favor, 0 against. And that now brings us to BL 2022-1213 by Young and Stiles, amends Chapter 6.81 of the Metropolitan Code regarding building services. Is there a motion? All right. And then I have an amendment that I will move, and it is a housekeeping amendment that changes some small language. Ms. Darby might have other things to add as to the amendment.
I don't. It changes. It removes 2 words and it adds a phrase to provide some clarity about where signs shall be posted.
All right. Was there a second on the amendment? All right. We'll vote on the amendment unless there's any discussion on the amendment. Those in favor? Yeah. Those opposed? And any abstentions? The amendment is recommended, 7 in favor, 0 against. And we're now on the bill as amended. Is there any discussion? All right. Those in favor? Yeah. Those opposed? Any abstentions? And I do believe that is all of the legislation we have. I did want to ask Mr. Honeysucker to give us an update on the status of solid waste collection. I know I heard from Councilman O'Connell that there might still be some ongoing issues, and I just want to check in and see if anyone else on the committee also had questions or concerns. But Mr. Honeysucker, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Am I there? Okay, thank you so much. As right now, currently, trash collection has been moving in a positive direction. One of the major concerns was southeast area, and we did contract that area out. The complaints from that area have went down tremendously. I do want to share with you one area of concern that we are working along with Sharon Smith and I. We're working with the backdoor concerns that have been a little higher than they should be at this current time, but one of the concerns that we are addressing is that one of our contractors, they had some personnel and staffing changes in regards to certain areas, and in the midst of training their new staff, several of them missed some backdoor collections, which did cause our numbers to rise up over the last 2 or 3 weeks. But we are addressing those with the contractor, and they are making the necessary changes to get that corrected. But as for overall, we are moving in a very positive way with trash collection. I am open to any questions that the staff, council may have.
I know we had a resolution for that emergency contract with Waste Management, and that's for collection, is it not?
That is correct. Sharon, you want to talk about that?
How soon do we think we'll be able to start utilizing their teams to help us out?
On one hand, they're already actually helping us with the emergency assistance, and on one hand, I'm hoping tonight that the contract is approved by council, so technically they could start immediately, but, as all cautious companies are these days, they're waiting until they have the contract before they go out and purchase millions of dollars of equipment. So they have been leasing and looking at equipment, so I'm hoping that it will be pretty soon, but they will continue to help us with the emergency assistance through the agreed term of 120 days. So I think we're actually still in pretty good shape.
Do we know, as far as our request on Hub for missed pickups and stuff, are those back down to kind of what we saw pre
Excitement?
Excitement is an excellent word. Yeah, Ms. Smith, excellent word.
Yeah, they have dropped significantly back closer to normal. I'd like to see it get down a little further. As John Honeysucker said, with it, and it was actually 3 different haulers that had an increase in, backdoor issues last month, new staff and things like that. But I really think that in the month of May, we're going to see further drops so far. I get a report every day that shows the new and open misses, and it's looking significantly better than it did several months ago, but it's also looking better than last month. Even though last month was much closer to normal, we did have that spike in backdoor, which, as you know, is almost, it's not completely our elderly and disabled, but it's largely. And, people that are elderly and disabled, we really need to step up and do better ourselves and our contractors to make sure those people are getting regular service. It's, unless they have an advocate that goes out and helps them, it can be challenging. So we're all we have a little egg on our face for last month, but we're working with them, like John said, to make sure it turns back around.
All right. Council members, anything else? All right. Thank y'all. Oh, Councilmember Hurt.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I don't know if, I don't know how I missed this yesterday or Tuesday, Monday at Budget and Finance, but mentioning contract, I understand that we have on our resolution for a contract to be signed with Waste Management. I was wondering if an RFP had gone out with regards to that.
Yes, ma'am. We put out a request for proposals back in the fall. We had 3 companies that responded. One of the companies was deemed non-responsive because they didn't submit all the required information. The other 2 companies, Waste Management and Waste Pro, are going to be given contracts. So we have worked with procurement to negotiate, procurement and Metro Legal. And so today, hopefully, Waste Management will be approved, and then in the coming weeks, we'll be bringing the contract with Waste Pro as well.
Okay, so are either one of those a minority contractor?
No.
So are there any plans to include a minority participation?
Minority contractors were welcome to submit proposals. There was nothing that should have precluded them. In fact, they would have had higher scores if they had, but at this time, we didn't get any of those submitting proposals.
Well, I thought it was already part of Metro's we already had a law passed that there should be 20% minority contracting for any contracts that we actually award to any vendor.
Okay, so, and I apologize, I misunderstood the question. Now, within their contracts, yes, they all have subs that will meet the minority and women-owned business requirements. So, and I apologize, I thought you were asking if we had a waste company coming in as a minority, but you're absolutely right. They're all required to, and the Metro Finance office, and I can't remember the name, but the one that oversees minority, small business, and women-owned businesses was able to certify their list of subs.
Can you find out who those companies are?
Absolutely. I'll reach out to procurement and get that for you.
Okay, I'd really like to have that before it goes before the council if possible, because I don't want to pass this on without making sure that there is, that we're actually following things as we have stated that we needed to do in the past.
Anyone else? All right, everyone, that concludes today's Transportation Infrastructure Committee. Thank you.